And now, live from the University of Woolloomooloo, somewhere in between Sydney, Australia and Ayers Rock, Pixel-Shaded Grappling presents Thunder Down Under. Hey there, everyone. So yeah, this is me being very silly again. Probably going to get the first part of my stream VOD muted, even though those were covers of Beds Are Burning and Land Down Under. But yeah, we're back. It's got to have been over a month since I last streamed Pixel-Shaded Grappling, but fortunately I wrote down the card way ahead of time. And what a card it's going to be, because Australia apparently likes busy matches, but hates furniture for some reason. So let's get this back up here. Where is it at? There we go. Wow, that's loud. Let's fix that. Alright, that sounds okay. Play, booking. Ah, god damn it. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, 2 weeks of no shows and not properly assigning a champion, a women's champion, is not a great time. Oh, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway. But we're going to resolve that today amongst a bunch of other things. But first, we got a bunch of undercard matches to go through. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, also, John Bull will not be on the show tonight as he got way too drunk on 19 Crimes wine. But we got plenty of other people that I can use and utilize, and all of them hopefully will be making an appearance tonight. Oh god, I think I broke it. There we go. So first up, Scooty 2 Hootie and Heckle Horn to do a very quick match, I guess, because I was running out of places to put people on things. Rules singles, 10 minutes, reward, non-title, pins and submissions, stoppage, slow count, strict first fall wins. What just happened? Did I just crash? I think I just crashed.
We're live, pal.
Alright. Scooty 2 Hootie. And Heckle Horn, wherever the crap he be. Evan Gillette refereeing, why not? Okay, for a second I thought it crashed again. Got a crowd of 5074 so far. That's about 2,000 off from what it needs to be to beat All-American Wrestling in its backyard. Or am I doing strong? Or am I going against Strong Style? I forget. No, Federation Online. That was it. Whatever. Props. Absolutely no furniture. Random selection of weapons, even though there's rules about that. No script. This is just a simple match. Oh shit. There we go. Select. Finally, off and running. Here he is, Scooty 2 Hootie. Recently taking referee Red Fury under his wing. Like I said, no real story to this match. This might as well be pre-show stuff, which, yeah, I know the pre-show doesn't have to be crap, but. And here comes Heckle Horn with newly added partner Graham Canyon. Heckle Horn having lost a mask versus mask match to Upside Frown a long time ago. No, it wasn't Upside Frown, or was it? No, it was. Whatever. And now he's just filming. You guys, hello. Get in the ring. Don't make me take direct control of this. And we're off. Big crossbody. Followed by a roll-up. Could be over already. Nope, countered. 1. Nice arm drag into arm bar. Heckle Horn already having bashed up his right hand. I don't know why Gary Mallett's out there with a camera. I guess he just is. Oh, because I took away all the furniture, so there's nowhere for the commentators to sit. Oops. And there's Graham Canyon breaking it up, even though he's a face. I don't think the game thought this through very much. Evan Gillette trying to restore order here, telling Graham Canyon to get out. Flying knee strike from Hecklehorn, knocking down Scooty Hootie. And a nice flipping drop kick there. Hecklehorn rolls to the outside, maybe as to catch his breath, but he seems a bit ended there. A very awkward rollout. Throws the broom away. Combatants still circling each other. Audio getting slightly adjusted up. Another knee strike. Horn's got him up. What's he looking for here? Up. Sunset flip. And break. That might have been the first time I called it correctly the first time. A little bit of mat wrestling there from the two. Neither of whom are necessarily acclaimed mat wrestlers, mind you. And there's a small package, and Evan Gillette's out of position. 0 count. Hecklehorn possibly having words with the ref. Oh, and he gets punched right in the ass. Another sunset flip. 1. Nope. 1. Nope. A lot of pin counters and chain wrestling going on here. It's another small package. 1, 2, and a kick out. And now the commentators are getting involved for no reason. Scooty Hootie with a junk to face move. Gut wrench suplex by Hecklehorn into the cover. Or something. I don't know what he's trying to do here. I don't know what this is. Some sort of joint hold. I know a bunch of new moves got added. Doing a bunch of elbows right to the side of Scooty Hootie's head. This isn't Weekend Warriors. Come on. Goes over again. And again. And here's Graham Canyon with a steel pipe. Being told to get out. Possibly being detrimental in trying to help his tag partner here. And Scooty Hootie, nope. Thought he was going for a chair in desperation. Could we see a move done onto the chair? Yeah, headlock. Oh! Followed by a takeover. And another rope break. Getting a few kicks into the ribs there. And another headlock. And another headlock takeover. And more blood being spilled. Already. Tried to go for a leg drop, missed it. And hopefully that's water that that Graham Canyon was drinking. Single leg crab from Scooty Hootie. Ooh! Countered by a Hurricane Rana. Countered with? I don't know. Evan Gillette desperately trying to keep order in this match, and it is not working. Arm drag into arm bar. Ooh, tried to turn it into a cross arm breaker. Not a good idea. Put himself too close to the ropes. Oh! Dragon screw leg whip. Looks like Hecklehorn landed weird on his shoulder. Big boot. Hey, MSK. Now Graham Canyon's beating up the commentators on the outside for no reason. Big spear. And again with the weird arm trap, elbows to face move. Oh, cattle mutilation! What a counter! But here comes Graham Canyon with that chair. No, never mind. He seems to be incredibly distracted. Scooty 2 Hootie trying to shift momentum here. We've only got 4:20 left in this match. Awesome. Graham Canyon broke it up. Goes up. Crucifix driver. Or actually, that's a head scissors. Whatever. So happy I was calling Sunset Flip Straight. I got that wrong. Cross arm breaker. This could make him tap. Now into a step over arm breaker. You gonna do something? You gonna tap? Ask him? Or are we just gonna be stuck here? 3 minutes left, and just like that, Hecklehorn has won with a very, very long arm bar. Scooty 2 Hootie trying to hold on, but not able to. 3¼ stars. Horn's profile has improved. Scooty 2 Hootie's profile has suffered. All right, that's the first match down. What else I got here? All right, next up, we got some tag team action. No, not between you guys. So, the debuting Matt Black alongside Buzz Kill will take on Aaron Durlocker and Drew Durham. And let's get Red Fury back in there for reffing. Okay, arena, props. Alright, yeah, we'll just leave that as is. Rules. Tag team, 15 minutes, first fall to a finish. Rules strict, actually, but let's make this a little chaotic. "14 weapons, random selection." I think we're good here. Here's Aaron Durlocker along with Drew Durham, who has come in out of retirement for a few temporary engagements here. I don't mind telling you, we're paying a lot of money for him to be here and be serious for a moment. And newcomer Matt Black, still wearing the gear of the former Scoops Häagen-Dazs, and Buzz Kill. And the ref already has dynamite. This is a great time. And we're off. Oh, a double arm DDT. Drew Durham. And there's cover one. Referee not even bothering to try and restore order. Oh, well, I guess when he wants you out of the ring, he really wants you out of the ring. Buzz Kill and Drew Durham severely jacked up by that dynamite, as was the ref. But order has been restored, leaving Aaron Durlocker and Matt Black to face each other down. To face it, guys. QE. There we go. On commentary right now, we've got Jack Swagger of Mars and Shun Tokusatsu, both who will be in action later tonight. The Battle Royal to determine the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. He's got that hammer. Really, working the shaft in there. And again, things have broken down between the tag partners who are not legal in the match yet. Got him up. Tried to go for a torture rack there, but didn't seem to have a good grip on it. Now settling for an armbar instead. Now Durlocker working the arm, countered into an Irish whip, and doesn't make it to the ropes before falling over. Might have tried to go for a tag there, but Durham's not in position. Good body slam, step over into cross arm breaker. But again, he can't maintain the hold. Buzzkill just sitting there on the top rope, waiting for a chance to leap. And there's the tag. And there's the tag. These two have wanted to get at each other all match. And of course now Drew Durham runs away. Because that made sense. Steals the cup. Big release belly to belly. Oh, it wasn't a cup, it was a ring bell. My mistake. Red Fury has the cup. Body slam, step over, arm breaker. And Drew Durham tags back into Aaron Durlocker. Oh! Buzzkill ran right at him and gets dumped over the top rope. But he's back in after a count of 1. Ooh. And again dumping Buzzkill to the outside. Springboard, knee right to the face. Is he going for another springboard? No. For some reason. And now we're fighting on top of the announce table. Jack Swagger of Mars taking a hit to the head. And I don't know what just happened. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can... Never mind. I don't quite know what happened there. Somehow Buzzkill got sent into, like, the 6th row. Drew Durham trying to do a double axe handle off the apron and didn't quite get it. Well, with one announcer's chair destroyed. Ooh. A double team suplex from Matt Black and Buzzkill, trying to twist momentum around. Is something on fire? I believe something... Yes, something is on fire. Oh, it's out now. Triangle choke. Oh, picks him up into a powerbomb. Buzzkill starting at a significant disadvantage now seems to be turning the tide in his favor as we near 5 minutes elapsed in this match. Is that another bottle of beer? Goes behind. Backdrop onto the beer. 1. Only a 1 count. And here comes Drew Durham. Smashing him. Oh, hell yeah. Smashing him with the beer bottle. Black looking to get involved again, maybe? Or just wander around aimlessly. You know, either's good. Go behind. Roll up. And broken up for some reason. Sure. Oh! He just gave him a stunner. Drew Durham getting in with that ring bell. Goes for the Canadian Maple Leaf, and nothing. Backslide doesn't work if you're not the legal man. 9 minutes remaining in the match now. And Drew Durham just stalking Buzzkill. Ooh, what the? I don't know what just happened there. Was that the fucking crossroads? And Drew Durham's out on his feet. This Matt Black is tagged back in. But he's not giving up. Release belly to belly over the top rope again. And tags back in Aaron Durlacher once more. Who is now getting into it with Buzzkill on the apron. Dumps him in. Because Red Fury hasn't been having a hard enough time keeping order. Big drop kick. Oh! Seems to have hit his head pretty hard there from that leg trip. And again, the ring bell seems to be the favored weapon of the competitors in this match. Big spear. And he's on top of him. 1, 2. Just broken up at the last second by Drew Durham. Into the cover again. Broken up again. Big gut wrench. Aaron Durlacher struggling to his feet here. Matt Black is up first. Durlacher moving out of the way, firing back with bell shots and a nice drop kick. Ooh, that was a crunchy hit. Durlacher's got to be careful. He's in the wrong corner there. Doing a ground and pound here. Nope, countered into a monkey flip. And he makes the hot tag. Here comes Drew Durham. Got him. Turns him around. Dumps him on his back there. Quick back body drop. But he looks a bit woozy. Ooh, what a takedown. Cutting off the tag. Sunset flip. In the ropes. Red Fury with the cup. And the cup is outside. Big punch. Puts him in the corner. Dumps him on the outside. Big mistake. Fighting in their corner. The opposing corner. But Durham manages to step back in. Aaron Durlacher dumps Buzzkill to the outside. We have just 5.5 minutes to go. Ooh! Caught again. Well, this is breaking down. I think we may have gone a bit too long. Both legal competitors back in the... Never mind. There we go. Back in. I guess... When did Buzzkill get tagged in? I wasn't even paying good enough attention. Big power bomb, almost hitting his head right on that 45-pound weight. Got 5 minutes left. One of these teams has to put something together in that time to win. Throw the brass knucks. Snapmare. Looks like he's going to go make a tag to Durlacher. Not sure if this is a good idea, given Durlacher almost got pinned a few minutes ago. Big kick. Keeping things fresh with another tag. But needs to see if he's gonna do one thing. Whoops, put it away, and the ref, trying to break things up, accidentally grabs Drew Durham instead. Red Fury has definitely had enough of this. Jumping clothesline takes down Matt Black, and he seems to have dropped his brass knucks there on the attempted attack with them. blocks the kick. Durham flips off the crowd. Instead of what would a Canadian Stone Cold Steve Austin go, eh? Got the head locked in. Head locked in. Headlock in. You know what it means. Oh. And that's it. Durlock submits him with a side headlock. Bit anticlimactic way to end this match, but the crowd seems to have liked it well enough. 5-2-4-2. I don't think we've been getting a lot of additional fans. Aaron Durlocker has legitimately fallen out with Drew Durham after working that match. Well, guess we got a feud going. Matt Black's stamina has risen to 60. Buzzkill has gone home early and will not be available for the rest of the show. That's fine. Drew Durham's status has not been affected. Alright. And next, we will have... Well, Serge Schultz is definitely in here. We will also have the recently turned face Bonesaw Machismo is ready. Category: relationships, friends reunited, mystery partner, blame for lost, dead weight out of the shadows, relative hanging, Christmas partner, jealous friend, friend theft auto. Oh, outnumbered, odd couple, guest partner. I'm looking for the one where they're having to wrestle each other. That's not it. Arguments? This corrupt, rough, team formation, stable formation. Friendly rivals, there we go. 10 minutes, non-title. We will have strict, well, lenient rules again. This time the props will be... Huh, well that's new. Brass knucks inside the ring. Because nothing says friends like like brass knuckle fighting. Here comes Serge Schultz, the erstwhile manager of Bonesaw Machismo. We will see if they remain buddies after this. Here's Bonesaw Machismo, a crowd favorite despite his viciousness in the ring and disregard for authority. Yep. Hey, Serge Schultz, can you believe that we've been booked to face each other in this match? Yeah, things can get awkward, but I hope you appreciate that I can't go easy on you just because we're friends. I've already even put on the knuckles. Don't worry, I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't afford to lose this match either. And off we go, thinking hard. Any minute now, one of you is going to do something instead of cutting a promo. Oh god, microphones. And immediately into the Boston Crab. Countered into backslide. One, and no good. Oof. Nice cartwheel takedown by Serge Schultz. Going behind. Ooh. I think he dropped him on some brass knucks there. Has got him in a rear naked choke. Ah, no rope breaks on lenient. My mistake. Countered into a snapmare. Bonesaw. Nope. Tried to go with a spinning back elbow. He's got the brass knucks again. And so does Serge Schultz, and they are firing away. Hip toss there. Got him in the crossface. Countered again. Another headlock giving Serge Schultz the pink belly. Tried to go for a kick. No good. Ooh. Bunch of vicious strikes there. Standing clothesline. And then the weird choke position. Somehow this is not a pin. A few elbows to the side of Serge Schultz's head. This match becoming a real knockdown brawl between these two. Ooh, tried to go for a roll-up and instead is countered one. Only on one count. Countered into a stunner. What? Ooh, hell yeah. Side headlock takeover again. Jesus was showing great agility there with that backward somersault back to his feet. Ooh, and caught it again in the rear naked choke. With no rope breaks, he has to use his own strength to fight out of it, and he does with that snapmare. Firing away a few punishing shots from the brass knuckles to the lower back of Serge Schultz. And exacerbating the damage with a backbreaker. Chismo could be looking to end it very soon. Goes up. Head scissors takedown. And Schultz rolling to the outside. Followed by punching Machismo in the back as he tried to get out there. No such luck. Now Serge Schultz has double brass knucks. Reduced to one. Ooh, DDT. Spiking Bonesaw Machismo on the mat. Perhaps shifting momentum here, if only for a moment. Running clothesline. Yeah, this is going to suck if I end up injuring a bunch of people on a one-week basis for next week's show. Another clothesline. Throws Serge Schultz to the ropes, got the brass knucks, steps out of the way. I'm not sure what he's planning there. Ooh. Tried to go for a gut wrench suplex, messed it up, dumping Bonesaw Machismo on his head there. Arm drag into arm bar, step over arm breaker. We already saw this end one match. Will it end another? Does Schultz tap? No. Good, and good thing he got out of that too. That's his slapping hand. Drops an elbow on Machismo. Goes behind, backdrop driver. Doesn't try to bridge it. And a vicious kick to the ribs, sending Serge Schultz down. Bonesaw Machismo going for chokehold. No such luck. Tried to roll it up. One. Countered. 1, 2, 3. And it's over. Bonesaw Machismo winning off of a counter chain of roll-ups. Hey, 5 stars. Okay, that gave us like 200 more fans. Bonesaw Machismo progress being hindered by limitations on people with grappling. Serge Schultz's profile suffered considerably. Whatever. Okay. Next we have another match. Gary Mallet versus Charlie Grace. The two of whom are not on very good terms with each other at the moment. Charlie Grace having taken issue with Gary Mallet's refereeing a couple weeks back. Age gap behind the mat. No, that's team to lose. No. Alright, I got nothing. Got nothing here. Blink. I think this is just gonna be... This is gonna be a straightforward match. Got a couple matches with things going on. This is just gonna be straightforward. Here comes Charlie Grace. Once close to the skateboard. Sorry, what was I talking about? Anyway, here's Charlie Grace now with a skateboard. And here's Gary Mallet, the Hammerman himself. But he's got a barbed wire bat. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's see if this match ends immediately because they take a swing at each other with these weapons. Tried to throw the skateboard. It spins a bit. Into the corner. Ooh, baited him there. That takedown. But misses the elbow follow-up. Two of them brawling. What's he going for? Pile driving Charlie Grace right on his head. Gary Mallet got him up. Backdrop into a cover. I think he might have been too close to the ropes, but it's an academic point as Charlie Grace kicks right out of it. Gary Mallet and Charlie Grace firing back and forth. Backslide pin attempt. Too close to the ropes. Got him up. Charlie Grace with his own pile driver. Oh, and he seems to have busted Gary Mallet wide open with that one. He smells blood in the water, and now he's out for it. Two of them locking up Fry Takayama style. Nothing happening there. Swinging. I think Red Fury just got hit with a few punches there. Another backslide attempt, but again, way too close to the ropes. Clotheslining him down may have hit him off of that skateboard. Charlie Grace rolls to the outside. Gary Mallet just blocking those punches, but gets taken out by a clothesline. Pile driver again? Yes. Some real old school brawling going on between these two. Ooh, knees to the face. Gary Mallet into the cover, no. Doesn't even get a 1 count before Charlie Grace kicks out of it. Even despite being kneed in the face like that. Gut wrench suplex. Goes up. Electric chair? What do we got going on here? Yeah, electric chair. I feel like Charlie Grace was not sure what he was actually trying to do with that. Another gut wrench suplex into a cover, but rope break. Got him up. Oh, countered into a pile driver. Damn. Another short arm clothesline. Backslide into the cover. 1, 2. Only gets a 2 count. But he's definitely wearing Charlie Grace down. Side headlock. We have of the matches so far, all of them have ended by submission. Will we be seeing another tap out here? Will we be seeing anything? Any day now. And no good. Gary Mallet definitely has the momentum going forward here, but what is he doing? posturing a bit. Misses the back elbow and is now caught in the corner. Goes behind. Going for a pile driver. Hits it again. And now he's looking to end this. Maybe. If he can remember what he's supposed to be doing. Side headlock. Well, that seemed like something bad happened. Got him up. Jackhammered. I get it. What's he gonna do now from behind? Dragon suplex. One. Oh, only a 1. Charlie Grace in a lot of trouble here. Here's the backslide. Managed to get to the ropes. Another gut wrench. Drops the barbed wire bat right on Charlie Grace. Go behind. Go forward. Gut wrench suplex. Charlie Grace isn't out of it yet. Grab the bat. Almost thinking desperately to draw a DQ, but... Whoa, what just happened there? Just raining those axe handles down on Gary Mallet seems to have caused some sort of abdominal injury. And Gary Mallet is now in a lot of trouble here. Less than 5 minutes to go. Despite the injuries, Gary Mallet continuing to fight on, dropping a knee off the apron, followed by an elbow drop as they fight on the outside. Now he's got a nightstick. Speared! Referee has them both at a count of 5. Moving further and further away from the ring. Could this end in a double countout? I can't tell. Drops another knee. But I think he missed it. Both at 8. Charlie Grace rolls back in. Miraculously, so does Gary Mallet. But he's still favoring his stomach, so he is still definitely hurt. Charlie Grace looking to end this. Side headlock takeover. And immediately Gary Mallet taps. Already in enough pain as it is. Oh, my rib. Alright. Gary Mallet injured his rib in that match. We got action for the next 5 weeks. Well, that's going to put a damper on this feud. Charlie Grace's profile is improved. Listen, I'm not sure the name Victoria Hinks captures the essence of my character. You haven't even debuted yet. What do you think about changing it to something like Karen Osborne? Karen! No. I suppose it would only confuse people. Everyone knows me as Victoria Hinks now. Then why did we have this discussion? Great talk. Alright, well that's the undercard done. Hope people are enjoying it so far. Next up, we're going to have a tag team title match. No, not with them. So, it's going to be Cowboy Colt and Brutus Serafino, aka Ranch Fra Diavolo, versus the tag team champions, the Stark Foundation. Rules. Tag team match. First fall wins. Gonna do this one by the rules, by the book. I don't really feel like I have anything there. So, is there an announcement thing I can do? Introductions. Alright, referee introduces each competitor. So here we go, Tag Team Championships. And I forgot that the people on the right come out first, so that's not a great sign. I realized it right as I started the thing. Here they are, the Stark Foundation, having recaptured the belts from... Oh, right. The Brain Trust. Here's Cowboy Colt and Brutus Serafino with Lamrock Shooter accompanying them to the ring. I probably should have done a promo just to get one of these two to thing. BB Rubura 6001, thank you for the follow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tag Team Championship match. First, allow me to introduce Maple Leaf Grappling's Tag Team Champion, Brad Stark. Just the one champion. Weighing in at 210 pounds, standing at 6'2", we have the challenger, Cowboy Colt. But this needs a team mode. I'm your referee, Red Fury, so let's ring the bell and find ourselves a WinRAR. And immediately, the violence escalates. God damn, Ned Farrier firing away with that bat. He's not even the legal man. There's also a fire extinguisher in the ring. That could be a problem later. Arm drag takeover into step over arm breaker. Okay, now it's a step over arm breaker. I'd like to claim I have psychic powers there, but really I just messed it up. Brutus Serafino breaking it up. Got him up. Shoulder breaker. Stark Foundation are a well-oiled unit here as a team. Fisherman suplex dumping Cowboy Colt to the outside. Here they are squaring off, circling back and forth. Cowboy Colt wanting no more of this for the time being. Tags in Brutus Serafino, while Brad Stark tags in Ned Farrier, who comes off the top with a double axe handle. Red Fury again trying to restore order here. Snapmare takedown. You can't see Brutus. Makes the catch. Test of strength because we're already 1.5 minutes into this. Followed by a falling clothesline from Ned Farrier. And the referee starts his count as the two legal men brawl on the outside. Oh, God, what a power slam right on the concrete. That can't have felt good. Here comes Glamrock Shooter, perhaps trying to assist. But it is Cowboy Colt who renders the assistance first. Off the top, misses the double axe handle. Brutus's left arm looking really jacked up there. Count of 6. This could be bad news. Is Cowboy Colt going to do something? Probably not. Could be looking at a count-out loss here. Fortunately, Brutus Serafino back in the ring. Big arm drag into an armbar. Brad Stark immediately moving to break it up. And the goddamn numbers game is outdoing Ranch Fra Diavolo right now. Even though they somehow have the superior numbers. Glamrock Shooter just standing by respectfully, rather than playing a more active role in interfering. Couple kicks there, couple blocks. Firing back. We're just making the tag to Cowboy Colt. Now both of them raining blows on Ned Farrier. And a few more punching, sending Ned Farrier to the outside. Cowboy Colt having cut his hand there, it looks like. Ned Farrier goes behind, taking advantage of the distraction. Accidentally knocking Brad off the apron, though. Go behind. Punch to the back of the head. Throwing to the ropes. Got him up. Nice gut wrench suplex. And the fire extinguisher harmlessly explodes in the opposite corner. Brad Stark again breaking up that hold. Ned slapping himself in the face, trying to amp himself back up here. Combatants facing each other down. Brutus Serafino either wants that belt or he's hungry. Could be either. Making a tag here. Go behind. Something has caught on fire again. I don't know how. I'm guessing it's the announce table. No, it's the microphone. Guess that was a very hot mic. Back body drop. Serafino starting to get his wind back here. Another release belly to belly. Glamrock Shooter getting involved. Red Fury trying to get her out of there. Brutus Serafino goes behind. Oh, what an impressive tag team move there. As Cowboy Colt lands a one-armed bulldog. And steps over into a Boston Crab. No, counter, no backslide. One. Only gets the one count. Trying to go for a leg trip here, and he gets it. Ned Farrier makes the tag to Brad Stark, who comes in. Springboard dropkick, but misses it. Cowboy Colt looking to take advantage. Ooh, countered into a diamond cutter. And Brad Stark immediately tags back out. He's done. He did his one spot. Followed by a crucifix driver. Dropping an elbow onto Cowboy Colt. Cowboy Colt is not going to give in easily, unloading a few vicious punches to Ned Farrier, who tags in Brad Stark. Somehow the ref gets bumped. And now he just... What the... He just... Did he just do a sleeper DDT or something? No idea what that move was, but it looked painful. Speaking of painful, that head scissors. Brutus Serafino breaking it up. Trying to get Brad Stark up. Release belly to bellies him right out of the ring. Good thing, too. Cowboy Colt looking very dazed and confused. We've got 8 minutes left. Now Glamrock Shooter unloading a couple elbows onto Brad Stark. Brad Stark's got the ring bell, but he loses it. Brutus Serafino taking it away from him. Gut wrench suplex by Cowboy Colt. And the ring bell has now been thrown into the ring. Could be a bit of a hazardous object. Red Fury getting it over to the corner. Couple punches back and forth. Brad Stark tagging in Ned Farrier again, hitting another head scissors takedown. Red Fury covered with a lot of blood. Hopefully not much of that is his own. Or not all of that is his, whatever. Brad Stark again with the distraction. Ned Farrier with the reverse atomic drop. Seven minutes left. And this seems like this is all but over if Cowboy Colt can't go and make a tag. 1031's him out of the ring. This is a bad sign. Off the top, elbow right to the small of the back of Cowboy Colt. Followed by a knee drop from Brad Stark. And another knee drop. Now they're fighting over by the announce table, shoving it even further, and the announce table is broken. Quelle surprise. And again, this is looking like severe bad times for someone. However, since Ned's not releasing the hold, the count is only going on him. Finally releases it. Springboard. springboard something. Got a bit of a ladder there. Up to 6. This is how Ranch Fra Diavolo lost a tag match before, getting separated, counted out separately. For some reason, there we go. Cowboy Colt manages to roll back in. 5 minutes to go. Well, a little over 5 minutes to go. Getting a little bit too ahead of myself here. Figure 4 leg lock. Brad Stark, knee drop. Oh, that didn't look good. That looked 10 kinds of painful. And now Cowboy Colt's got Ned in a triangle choke, but he's countered it into a sleeper, and Ned Ferrier and Brad Stark continue to remain tag team champions. And in a show of good sportsmanship, 5,800. Okay, delightful tag team championship match. Cowboy Colt upset the outcome of that match. Well, he didn't look it. Stormed out of the arena. Where Serafino's profile has suffered. Ned Ferrier, Brad Stark have cemented their reign by defending the tag team championships in that match. This is Ace Diamond. My abilities haven't been the same since I injured my rib. You figured that out in about 30 minutes? Think it's worth paying at $13.60 for therapy to help me build back better? Yeah, I think it is actually worth it because we're kind of we got the money. Thanks for this therapy. I should be back better than ever before. Will you be back sooner than 5 weeks? Because I really want to have that feud keep going. And now, oh right, I'm trying to remember why this match is happening. I think it's another dispute about refereeing, maybe it's just a match for the sake of a match. West Virginia Daddy and Upside Brown having a match. Upside Brown having stolen the gimmick of Marty Jannetty. Singles match, non-title. Let's do a fast count. No script here. No script, just fists. Especially because some of those matches went long. Ah, yes, that classical theme, noodling on the guitar for an hour. It's West Virginia. He's been having a pretty good series of matches. But as a part-timer, it's probably going to be kept away from the title pictures. A little bit of... See there. And we've got tag champion Ned Ferrier there, along with Brad Basket for commentary. West Virginia here to film his own match, I guess. And it's over! West Virginia apparently wanting no part of this match. Just delivering... West Virginia's attention has been damaged after taking part in such a disappointing match. I'm also disappointed, you fucking ass. Upside Brown's profile is improved after winning. Somehow that was worth 1.25 stars. God damn it. Well, hopefully the TV title match will make up for it, because that's up next. That's gonna be a hell of a match. So, Will Wind. Andy Allenby and Graham Canyon. Who Grammed her? Whatever. Rules. Best of singles confrontation. Is there a triple threat? There it is. Triple threat. First of all wins. Well, it's TV title, so 10-minute time limit. No ref stoppage. Slow count out. Actually, no count out. And we'll straight. Or we could just go lenient so that doesn't happen again. We're gonna go lenient so that doesn't happen again. Random props. Let's make it entertaining. Okay, got all that. I think we're good to go. Alright. Hopefully this match goes better. Okay, why is he out first? Oh, whatever. Here's Will Win, the champion, out second. I don't know why. This game messes with me a lot. Here's Andy Allenby with Nick Blair. So, Graham Canyon's got Hecklehorn. Andy Allenby has Nick Blair, who will be in action later tonight. But Will Win stands on his own. The Texas Tornado himself. Texas Twister, whatever. Texas Cyclone. Oh, hell yeah! Already, things off to a violent start with that chair shot mixed with glass. And immediately goes to the STF while Will Win fights somebody who isn't even in the match. Yakuza kick. Still going after him. Completely forgetting who this match is supposed to be against. Graham Canyon rolls out. Springboard clothesline. Oh! Now that the three of them are fighting, it's that double flapjack. Of course, for there to be a victor, the pinfall still needs to take place in the ring. Graham Canyon just spamming that back elbow, followed into a calf crusher. Trying to rob Allenby of some of his momentum. Nick Blair had a bit of stairs there and gets knocked off the apron. Really, he should be conserving himself since he's going to be in an elimination match for #1 contendership for the title. And who he may potentially face will be determined by the results of our main event, where local Australian hero Bruce Bogan will get his shot, along with two others, at Bob Backlund's World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, hell yeah! Broken glass into a 3D, sure. And Allenby on the outside there. Ooh, double knees to face. But doesn't do him much good, considering you gotta do a pin. You gotta do the pin inside the ring, guys. Oh, powerbombing. Will Win onto the broken remains of that ladder. Oh, was that a light tube? Damn, son. Doesn't really look like one, but it broke like one. Will Win with that discus lariat, or, yeah. Now getting attacked viciously and put in the Boston Crab. I can only say, oh, hell yeah, so many times. Graham Canyon now with the TV title, trying to drop an elbow on Will Win. Splash to break up that Hell's Gate. Goes behind. Victory roll. And it's broken up. Will Win now in the camel clutch. No! What a breakup by Graham Canyon with that one-armed bulldog. Now he's trying to make him humble with the camel clutch. Nope, turned into rear naked choke. Turned into camel clutch after that counter snapmare. What will Win do? Victory roll with the broken glass one. Only a 1 count. Backdrop driver. Warped wood of that box, I guess. Ooh. And in the flailing, Graham Canyon was knocked out of the ring. And Will Win is now outside the ring. Will Graham Canyon realize he can now take out Andy Allenby, or is he too tunnel vision fixated on the champion? Champion does not need to be pinned, of course, for the belt to change hands. And Will Wind has had to deal with quite a few of these matches where he could lose the belt without even being the champ, but then again, he also won it that way. Or won it back that way. Rolled up, one. Oh, only a 1 count. Graham Canyon looking to be in real bad shape here. Drop toe hold. It's got the stairs. Throws it, hits Andy Allenby in the knee. Andy Allenby rolling out of the ring now. Will Wind and Graham Canyon still in there. Ooh. Will Wind with a vicious shot to the back of Graham Canyon's head, and we've got only 5 minutes left in this match. Will Wind's got the brass knucks. Oh! Discus punch with the brass knuckles. He's got him up. Hurricane Rana into a cover. One. Oh! Clotheslined out of it. It's real schmaz here at the end. Andy Allenby definitely looking the freshest of the three. Crossbody. Will Wind definitely fighting like a champion, though, trying to hold on to his win here, or hold on to his championship. Allenby with the go behind. Some of the neck breaker. Trying to lock in that camel clutch and just getting absolutely beat on with a chair by Will Wind. Now here's everything breaking down as Nick Blair and Heckle Horn run in. Hecklehorn gets dropped on his head for his troubles. He's already been through a match. He really shouldn't be putting himself at risk like this. Again, Nick Blair shouldn't be putting himself at risk either, but he is. All for the sake of a chance of having his buddy Andy Allenby win a win a TV championship. Still a real mess here. Could be, but still now could be anybody's match. And there's the Boston Crab. But it's countered. He's got him in the ankle lock. Nick Blair breaking that up, or at least trying to. Camel clutch. Graham Canyon taking the brunt of the punishment here, and now that broken light tube attacking again. It's got him locked up there. Nope, counter. We only got 2.5 minutes left. God damn. Andy Allenby just going absolutely nuts with that chair, savaging both the legs of Will Wind and Graham Canyon. Should have remembered they had managers. Probably would have made this triple threat a little less awkward if they weren't around. Spear. 1, 2, and broken up at the last second by Andy Allenby. Got just under 2 minutes left to go. Press, body slam. Goes behind. Sleeper hold. Will Wind doesn't tap. That broke really badly. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, Will Wind with the retention by the skin of his teeth. Andy Allenby's status has not been affected. Ooh, we got some more fans out of that. Will Wind's progress being hindered by the limitations. Graham Canyon's status not affected. Well, I'm glad it wasn't affected negatively. Dude put on a hell of a fight. Unfortunately, eating the pin from getting that snapmare right onto that glass tube. Hecklehorn disappointed that his client lost that match. Alright. So, with the TV title match now taken care of, we go on to the semi-main event. One of the semi-main events. Yeah, this makes sense for me to be refereeing this. Because this is going to be the women's title match to determine who gets the vacant title. So, why can't I? There we go. So, Victoria Hinks. Charlene Blair. Where is she on this? There she is. Oh shit. That's how you make more than one ref. That's not what I want to do. Tasha Farrier and Glamrock Shooter. Ivy Windsor not getting a shot at the title currently, as she is, and she had her, attempt to win it back, but she will probably be first in line to challenge the winner, depending on how this goes. Submission, last man standing, street fight, first blood, sumo, street fight, triple threat, handicapped. Elimination. Hardcore, confrontation. What the hell is the difference between... Alright, let's just do... Hopefully this works if I do it as a singles. $20-minute time limit. Crown new women's champion. Countouts none. Rules strict. There must be a winner. So wait, what can I do? No time limit? That seems like a bad idea. So we'll do a 30-minute time limit. Hopefully somebody will win after that. Fatal 4-way. Yep, good. Of course, Ned Farrier is out there. Could he possibly be able to render assistance to Natasha? Winston Barker and Red Fury on commentary. Nick Blair also out here for Charlene. And I imagine Brutus Serafino is out there for Glamrock Shooter, leaving Victoria Hinks as an underdog as she grabs a chair. And here comes Glamrock Shooter, who had a shot at Ivy Windsor's title at one point, did not win it. But now with the title up for grabs between these four women, perhaps she has a chance. Or, it could just fall apart immediately. Let's see. Yep, it's falling apart. Okay, fortunately, most of them remembered that what this match was about. Punches back and forth. Off the ropes. Off the ropes again. Nope. That was close. Victoria Hinks almost got herself eliminated. I'm not sure how that knee strike took out both Hinks and Natasha, but it did. Glamrock Sugar springboard body splash misses entirely. Meanwhile, Nick Blair continuing to put himself at risk, despite the fact that his match is up next. But I guess with 6 people involved, it's not a huge worry for him. Glamrock Shooter slamming Victoria Hinks down on the outside. If only we could see this. I don't remember which button it is to do camera changes, though, and I'm loath to do that. Tasha Farrier now caught in a knee bar, but that's a rope break. Big spear. Followed by a pile driver. Victoria Hinks really taking it to Glamrock Shooter now. Two of them continue to battle it out. Nice stalling suplex by Victoria Hinks. But she gets 1031 to back down. Camel clutch broken up by a rope break. And here's another set of attempted submission holds that don't go anywhere. Meanwhile, Brutus Serafino wanders in and is told to get the hell out. No, seriously, get the hell out. Victoria Hinks going to the top rope, double axe handle. Meanwhile, Glamrock Shooter and Natasha Ferrier battling it out. Oh, punch to the groin. Oh, Jesus. That did not look pretty. Neither did that flipping senton. What the hell? Natasha Ferrier taking multiple strikes to a vital area. Not great. Look at the strength of Glamrock Shooter. Big lariat. And a spear. Victoria Hinks seems to be out of action after that lariat. Charlene Blair knocked to the outside, but gets right back up. Backslide. Broken up. Victoria Hinks still uneasy on her feet. Charlene Blair, victory roll. No, sorry, sunset flip. I was doing so well, too. Tried to do a head scissors takedown, missed it. There's a small package one. Only a 1 count. Got her with the rear naked choke. Pin attempt by Glamrock Shooter gets only a 2 count. Very gutsy attempt, though. And now a skateboard has entered the ring. Pin attempt, but in the ropes. Victoria Hinks stomping a mud hole in Glamrock Shooter wet. Followed by a rude awakening. Belly hold? I don't know what that is. Double flapjack. Oh, right onto the skateboard. Figure 4 leg lock. Groin stomp. Moonsault. Stunner. What? Victoria Hinks hitting that stunner on Natasha Ferrier and Glamrock Shooter into the cover. 1. Oh. Only a 1 count. Almost had the championship right there. And there's a small package by Charlene Blair. Broken up by Natasha Ferrier. And another punch to the groin. Bow and arrow hold. Countered. Speared onto the skateboard. Very precarious there. Knee bar. Arm bar. No hold. How did the announce table almost make it into the ring? I have no idea. Here's Serafino again getting involved when he really shouldn't be. Victoria Hinks dumping Glamrock Shooter on her head with that German suplex. Natasha Ferrier's in the figure 4. Brutus Serafino and Nick Blair keeping Victoria Hinks away from this. What's Ned gonna do? Nothing. And Charlene Blair takes the belt. The only one because you had help, Charlene Blair. Nick Blair won't always be there to protect you. Well, it looks like Natasha Ferrier and Charlene Blair will have unfinished business, but so will Victoria Hinks and Glamrock Shooter. Glamrock Shooter's status not been affected by the match. Victoria Hinks' profile's risen after taking part in such a compelling match. Congratulations to Charlene Blair for becoming the new women's champion of Maple Leaf Grappling. Tasha Ferrier's profile suffered considerably after incurring a loss. Brutus Serafino requires stitches after incurring some facial damage in that match. We'll be nursing the wound until next week. God damn it. What do you think of this new song I heard, Ace Diamond? Can I use it as my theme? Sure you can, Vito. You have nothing else going for you. I feel like as much as I do. I can't wait to see how the fans react to my new music. They'll probably go, which one of the other 5 people that have that theme is that? Alright, other semi-main event is going to be our 6-man elimination match. Oh shit. Okay, try that again. No, I'm not wrestling. What the hell are we talking about? 6-man elimination match. Vito Buato's already here, so... Jack Swagger, Marth. Nick Blair, who actually hasn't been hurt all that much, surprisingly. Slick Dude was one of the other ones I was going to put in. Good. Winston Barker, also one of the ones I'm going to put in, and that just leaves Shun Tokusatsu. Yes. So this is for #1 contendership to the title. This is elimination. Battle Royal. Individuals elimination, non-title. And let's do this. So yes, whoever is remaining in the ring after this will be the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight Championship. Serge Schultz and Evan Gillette on commentary. And there he is, Jack Swagger of Mars. A joke that nobody's gonna get, but I don't care. So here we go. Heavenly Bobby still nursing that neck injury. That also made him think he was in contention for the women's title. Well, at least he's out of the ring. Now everybody in. How did that almost happen? And immediately Shun Tokusatsu dumps Jack Swagger out. And that's a flaming hammer. Cool. So already we're down to 5 competitors. Oh, just really bashing him with that burning hammer. Heh. And Jack Swagger getting hit with a hammer again. And that glass tube is broken. And so is that... Wait, how did that break? I don't even know. I don't know what happened there. Long stalling suplex by Winston Barker, dumping Slick Dude out of the ring. We're down to 4. Oh, God. Nick Blair's got him up. No. Shun Tokusatsu fighting back. Goes up. Tried to Hurricane Rana him out of the ring. No good. Everyone got water in their eyes. Andy Allenby making things difficult by interfering. Shun Tokusatsu breaking free. And Barker with a gut wrench suplex. He and Vito Buato continue fighting. Ooh, dangerously close to the edge there. It's Shun Tokusatsu and Nick Blair. Nick Blair off the ropes and decides he's just not going to keep running. Up, over. Never mind. Shun Tokusatsu eliminated, going for a risky springboard maneuver, and gets caught in 1031 out of the ring by Nick Blair. That leaves Nick Blair, Winston Barker, and Vito Buato. Shun Tokusatsu apparently forgetting he was eliminated, rolls right back out. Red Fury punching injured Heavenly Bobby. He's not going to be able to leave very quickly. Just stop hitting him, dude. I don't even have a ref. Anyway. Vito Buato sends Nick Blair out. And so, it's definitely a unique opportunity for either Vito Buato or Winston Barker here. Dropped it. Big clothesline. But knocking your opponent down means nothing. What you gotta do is send him out. German suplex! And Winston Barker is your new #1 contender. Man, that only lasted 2 minutes 30 seconds, but it was pretty compelling. Jack Swagger Mars' profile has suffered. Yeah, whatever. Vito Blotto emerged from that match with some credit. Slick Dude's profile has suffered after failing to win that match. Not pictured here. Winston Barker's profile has improved. Shun Tokusatsu's profile has suffered. That's a shame. Tokusatsu was on the rise there. I figured he would at least get a little bit of credit for getting an elimination. But that's as maybe. We are now at our main event. Well, here's two of our competitors. But where is our champion? There he is. And where is our last competitor? Yeah, so I'm doing this as a fatal four-way because Bruce Bogan is hurt, but I wanted to give him a shot. Bebo Crawshanks is here for obvious reasons because he's feuding. And Dario Speedwagon is here because he's either feuding with Crawshanks or Bogan. I can't remember which. It's been a while. Individuals first fall win, defend titles, slow... No. No countouts. Rules lenient. Gonna have a nice fight not seen since the Emu War or the days of Ned Kelly. Random layout. Rules. Lenient. Singles. First fall wins. 10 minutes? No. No. It's going to be another 30-minute match. And there is no script involved. Actually, there is a script involved. Figure, amazing. I'll feel my pain. Feel my pain. There we go. Bruce Bogan vents frustration after returning from injury because he is back from injury this match. All right. Hopefully that's everything. World Championship Fatal 4-Way. Once again, Bebo Crawshanks with Evan Gillette. I actually meant to put Bebo Crawshanks in Atlanta Falcons colors because he's a heel, but whatever. He's got the New Orleans Saints stuff. It doesn't matter either way because we're in Australia. And here comes Dario Speedwagon, ready to roll with the changes. Getting his own unique opportunity here. Something's on fire. Something's got dynamite. Dynamite! I don't know what's on fire. I don't know who's setting things on fire. Was it a... whatever. I should say I'm happy to be back, but every day I was out injured just made me seethe with more anger. It wasn't just my body that was broken. Something broke inside my mind as well. Gone round the bend. Went to some dark places. Found new levels of pain that I never knew existed. I accidentally fell into the pain bush. Now my only goal in life is to make sure others feel my pain and I know who to start with. And here he goes. He's got the chair and he's going... Well, I thought he was going to go right for Bob Backlund, who is not taking this match seriously at all. Going for the pile driver. No, countered. Big suplex. No, brainbuster. Vicious brainbuster right on that steel grating. Dario Speedwagon trying the belt on for size. Bebo Crawshanks and Bob Backlund violently going back and forth. Bruce Bogan already getting knocked on his ass. Poor guy. Evan Gillette trying to interfere. We could have a match ending right here. Going into the cover? Nope. Bruce Bogan, unfortunately, having made himself a target here. Pile driven. Just got back from injury. Hope he doesn't get injured again. Also, what happened to that dynamite? Powerbomb. And out of the ring goes Bob Backlund. Bebo Crawshanks following him. Gets back in. What could Bruce Bogan do to possibly ensnare a victory here when he's at such an obvious disadvantage? Despite being the hometown favorite. Oh, he's putting a side headlock. Ooh. Oh, getting a plank there. Oh, nope. Counters into a sleeper. Snapmare. And that's all broken up right there. Hogan swinging with that lumber. Now that he took it off of Bob Backlund. Tried to put him up in a torch rack. Northern Lights from Dario Speedwagon to the champion. And now both Dario and Bruce Bogan are dazed and confused. Bruce Bogan just picking up anything he can get his hands on to use as a weapon to try and equalize things. Nice hip toss. There's the dynamite. And a couple fire extinguishers. All kinds of things that could explode violently without warning. 1, 2. Bruce Bogan almost snatched victory there. Big Hurricane Rana sending the champion to the outside. And he drops an elbow. Such a risky maneuver, but he's going for it. He wants that belt. He was so close to it last time in a #1 contenders match against Slick Dude before he was laid low with a vicious injury in that exploding cage match. But now he's back. And he is looking for a chance to gain the championship. Big lariat. Dario Speedwagon and Beaver Crossshanks facing off. Staring at each other intently. Amazing. Going for... Crossshanks went for a gut wrench suplex, but Dario countered it to a head scissors. Vicious headbutt from Bebo Crossshanks there. Bruce Bogan rolling back into the ring. Drinking some water. Crack tubes and let's have a drink. He's using it to gain some health back. Looks like. Or strength, energy. But it's legal in this match. Oh! And never mind, that water has now been spilled along with some blood as Dario Speedwagon attacks with a chair. Off the top rope, missing the double axe handle that he tried to do to Bebo Crossshanks. Expertly baited. Nope. Broken up. Broken up again. It's got him. What? I don't even know what hold that was. Some sort of abdominal hold. Bob Backlund with a barbed wire bat. It's not very chill of him. And Bruce Bogan looking like a chainsaw sculpture. We've only been about 5 minutes into this match, and they've already beaten each other to hell and back. These 4 competitors, each hungry for championship gold, or in Bob Backlund's case, to hold on to it. He's going to end it right here, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, and of course the hometown boy eats the pin. What are the odds, huh? Dario Speedwagon status not affected. Bebo Crossshanks status not affected. Bob Backlund's progress being hindered. Bruce Bogan's profile suffered. It's fine. I'll figure out a way and make it back. Maple Leaf Grappling have unfortunately failed to beat Federation Online's attendance record of 7,736 in Australia. We tied it. Damn. That's bullshit. It's bullshit, I said as I spat Foster's all over the floor. But we had a 4.5-star show. Let's broadcast these segments. Hopefully it gives us a good ratings boost. Well, we're third. We didn't move at all, but we're... well, maybe... no, they moved down. We could have possibly not moved anywhere. But still, that's good. How much money did we not make? 108,000 revenue. Wages... yeah, I figured that was going to be the case. Well, whatever. I can keep losing money. We go to the first week of February 2022. Right, we gotta fly somewhere. Well, we could always get New Zealand, run a smaller show. Did I go to New Zealand yet? No, I haven't. Well, bodybuilders hate refs. Love gore, hate women. Love high flyers, hate ticket prices. Love faces, hate gore. I don't want to stretch our territories too thin, but I think what we could definitely stand to take advantage of is maybe building up a better audience in New Zealand. I wish I'd been paying better attention. There we go. Cult following of 3,891 fans in Arabia have risen up in support of Wrestling Revolution. Lola and Miles Harker have defeated Blood Brother and Bloody Lee to become the new tag team champs of Strong Style Wrestling. Strong Style Wrestling has become significantly more popular in recent weeks. Ratings are up to 81%. And then just as quickly came under criticism and dropped 2 points. Air Miles has left Strong Style Wrestling to pursue a career at Federation Online. Apparently, Strong Style didn't want none. Kendo Crush has defeated Thunder Tiger to become the new Super Junior champion of Rising Sun Pro Wrestling. Buzzkill's contract expires next week. Could be the 34-year-old's last appearance for the company. Buzzkill has returned from his absence, ready to get back into the ring. Buzzkill has failed to turn up at the arena. What the fuck? Heavenly Bobby has recovered from his injury, looks forward to getting back into the ring. I don't even remember how he injured himself. I think he injured himself being a manager for a cage match. Red Fury's contract has expired. Flex Beanbag has arrived to work for Maple Leaf Grappling. Flex is the sex. The entire support of wrestling seems to have suffered a lull in popularity throughout 2022. Please understand. Last night's Diamond, I've been keeping an eye on this product. I think some changes need to be made. For one thing, you gotta stop making all these damn hoop day flippy gimmick matches. No, the average agility of Maple Leaf Grappling's roster is only 72%. No, I didn't. Get up to 73 by the first week of March, or I'll have to step in and coach them myself. Really? I thought you would not care about agility. After expire, Red Fury, let's talk about your future. As the senior referee, I think you're entitled to probably more money. I forget what I paid you last time. 1,000 per week. Let's do 1,200 per week for 27 weeks. Sounds tempting, but we both know it's only a fraction of Maple Leaf Grappling's wealth. Ah, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch trying to big time me. 1,500 per week. Okay, happy to sign that deal. Look forward to the next 25 weeks. All right, glad we could come to terms. All right, so I have 3 weeks and no pay-per-view, which is going to be a problem, to get the agility, the average agility up. Don't know how I'm going to manage that. I guess I shall have to look at my roster and see who's slow. I'm fine. Oh, we got to... Oh, it's all our management staff that aren't agile. Bruce with his jacked up face. Oh, I didn't realize Bruce Bogan was so agile. Well, anyway. All these problems will have to wait for next time. In the meantime, let's take a look here. I'm trying to figure out what my... I forget what my championship... Okay, yeah, so they won it back off of Slick Dude and Heavenly Bobby, and they've been champions since. Alright, sounds good. Definitely gonna have to work up some title matches. Some women's stuff, some TV title stuff. Maybe in a World Championship match, who knows? We'll figure it out. But for the time being, that's going to do it. Again, thank you all for coming out. Thank you for the follow, B. Berbera 6001. I'm glad that you could all... I hope that you all enjoyed it. Next stream will probably be on Thursday. Probably going to do some retro horror since it is the month of October. But until next time, make sure to drink plenty of water and be careful out there, and I will see you all next time.